More than 3,000 teachers from Malava constituency gathered at Friendstand High School for a high-stake consultative meeting with national leaders to voice their pressing concerns and seek lasting solutions. The dialogue, which brought together education stakeholders, saw teachers speak out strongly through their representatives. Kakamega Kuppet women representative Libroda Shinanda led the charge, decrying rising insecurity in schools, a concern that he heightened since the recent tragic killing of a teacher. She urged the government to act swiftly, calling for increased security, mass teacher promotions and urgent recruitment to bridge the staffing gap in the region. As teachers, we are concerned about the security in our county. In the recent past, we have lost quite a number of teachers to heinous murder. Just a fortnight ago, we laid to rest a teacher in Ikolomani, Nyerere, who was brutally murdered. 7 pangas on his face was not something palatable. We ask that you continue enhancing the security measures so that not only teachers but also citizens are able to enjoy their security. We have hardly 10,000 schools in our country and almost 400,000 teachers. Not all of us can be administrators. Can we get promotions even without being administrators? We are suffering and we are suffering and we are suffering. Number 2, thank you so much. Number 2 is about the shortage of teachers. In our sub-county here, we are talking about a center of excellence, Samiti Girls, that has 30 teachers on board of management. They should be paid by the principal. And there is no capitation. Bwana PS, how do you manage this? It is not possible. You are directly in charge of the funds, the capitation. Why can't you get those employment opportunities? Her sentiments were echoed by NAT Kakamega chairperson Ondeo Simon, who faulted the naming system for blocking vital school funds, thereby stalling the development of much needed infrastructure.
The teachers, they are not moving. The so-called NEMIS, the NEMIS in schools, the issue of NEMIS has denied schools the effectiveness of moving because they are begging on NEMIS to give us monies. Kwa hiyo watajaribu kutusaidia ili watoto ambao tuko nao kama ni 1,000 kwa shule, pesa ikuje 1,000 ya watoto 1,000.
Responding to the teachers' demands, Basic Education Permanent Secretary Professor Ambassador Julius Bitok announced that the government has allocated a total of 702 billion shillings to boost basic education. He also revealed that NEMIS has been upgraded to KEMS, a new system aimed at streamlining capitation disbursement and ensuring transparency.
On matters basic education, the government is very keen to ensuring that basic education, which is a constitutional right, is supported to the fullest. And for the first time in the history of this country, the government of Kenya has put in 702 billion to education. It is in the history of this country. There is no other time since independence when the investment in education is at 702 billion Kenya shillings. There are challenges with our system called NEMIS. I'm happy to announce, Your Excellency, that we have started working on upgrading NEMIS from NEMIS to KEMIS. That is from National Education Management Information System to what we call Kenya Educational Management System. A system that will be very accurate, that is driven by artificial intelligence, so that we're able to get the accurate number of students in our classes, in our schools. I know you're wondering why sometimes there were a little bit of contradictions about capitation. I want to reaffirm the government position that the policy on free primary and free day secondary has not changed. We continue with the same program, and our children will continue being supported across the country.
Professor Bitok commended President William Ruto's administration for prioritizing education, stating that over 1 billion shillings has been set aside for teachers' promotion and additional infrastructure. He also assured teachers that under the universal health coverage, they will soon benefit from a more robust and reliable medical cover.
We have heard you fellow teachers that there is a challenge on promotion. That is a very strong issue, a very emotive issue. And Your Excellency, allow me to announce to this forum that the government has budgeted 1 billion shillings this year for promotion of teachers. We are consulting with Teacher Service Commission and the other agencies of government, and we are going to create a comprehensive cover for teachers under the universal health care, so that you don't have to be paying twice for services that you are not getting.
However, Bitok had a stern warning for educators, warning them against involving themselves in love affairs with school-going children. He warned that such acts will not be tolerated, as the ministry is committed to protect school children.
There's a new trend now that is emerging on teacher-student relationship. Allow me to use this forum, Your Excellency, to say that the government policy on teacher-student relationship is that the government has zero tolerance to any misbehaviors by any stakeholder within the school. We must respect our learners. Parents, we are teachers, we are parents. We cannot allow anybody to take advantage of our children while they are in school. We have sent them to school, and we want them to be protected, to be given security, to be respected. We are not going to condone any sexual relationships between teachers and students in our educational institutions. So take notice, as Malava, as a country, that the government is not going to entertain anybody. Anybody suspected will be prosecuted, and the right thing must be done so that all our learners are protected in our schools.
His sentiments were strongly backed by Internal Security Permanent Secretary Dr. Raymond Omolo, who urged teachers to work closely with government agencies and parents to prevent such unethical behavior.
In the education sector, there is only one case that has been reported as a sexual offense case. And the PS Bitok has spoken about the policy within the Ministry of Education. I'm looking forward to a day when we do not have any such cases. And even where there are cases, I would want to encourage and challenge the teachers to work closely with government officers as well as parents, so that classroom or the school environment becomes an environment that is meant to nurture the next generation of citizens who are responsible, who have been given the best, so that our schools do not become a breeding ground for bringing up criminals or for exposing our children to acts that would endanger their progress.
Addressing the event, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi encouraged teachers to remain accountable, emphasizing that their dedication is key to national progress.
As teachers, you have to take responsibility. Because when you do not take your responsibility seriously and you do not move, you delay the progress of your community. You delay the progress of your nation. You delay the progress of millions of people because you refused to take your responsibility seriously.
He also cautioned leaders in the region against dragging clan politics into the upcoming Malava constituency by elections, and that it is the work of the voters to choose the leaders of their choice.
You cannot hide behind clans. Even me, I come from a clan. This is not the time to evaluate leadership on the basis of a clan, on the prism of a clan. Wache yo mchezo. Please don't hide behind your clan to determine the leadership of Malava. Soita Shitanda came from a very small home of the Kabaras. But he gave good leadership. I told the elders the same. I told the administration the same. And I'm now telling you teachers the same. Please, please, let us rise above our heritage on this one. Let us look for quality leadership so that Malava can grow.
To cap off the impactful event, a total of 20 million shillings was disbursed to various schools in the region to aid in improving infrastructure, a welcome relief to institutions long burdened by underdevelopment.
The total amount, His Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary has been able to bring today for improvement of these schools is 20 million Kenya shillings. Thank you very much, Excellency.
Timothy Sonic, Shahidi TV, Kakamega County.